Okay, we're gonna start part 4 of Winkfpt programming flash modules. Hello YouTubers, another part 4 again, Winkfpt. Flashing or updating the ZUSA member number, the VIN number in the modules that the VIN numbers have been taken from another car. So we're going to comfort mode and we go into update. And then we look for the module, the name of the module. It would be roughly, this module would be, this one would be next time, the ZBE. The ZBE would be 924 blah 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 blah. But I need to find which one I need to find which one. Let us enter the ZBE. It says this ZBE is roughly 924 9439 and 924 924 9439. Let me see if we pick up the right module. Yes, this is ZB2, Central Body Electronics. That is what is there. So let us click that one. And ZB2. Alright, so I want to update it because it reads out the part number. So I want to update it with the VIN. Alright, let me change out, let me close that one, open it again. This time I'm going to update it. So let's go F1, comfort mode. Okay, comfort mode here. And I think I can maximize this some more for the YouTubers to see this video. And we're gonna go update ZUSA member, seeing that we know what the models is. It thinks it's ZBE2, second generation. And there's it right here, so only one for ZBE. So what we're gonna do, what is ergo command the front? I don't know what I mean. Alright, let us enter the VIN number for this thing here. The VIN number is supposed to be that. Do that there. And then we will go into done, and we're gonna program it now. Let's see, hopefully no errors come. Okay, it tells us the number is gonna it tells us the current. It tells us we're gonna go issue ZB number from UIF 924 90439. It's gonna update it back to the current 924 90439. So let's just click yes and accept the argument, and let's go and let's see. Hopefully it can go through it without errors. I said one time the field can be done, so let us do it. So, well, that is quick. It's not finished yet. It's going to go through another round. And it is actually put in a file. The PAVD file is an IPO file. It's referred to as 0801. I think that would be 2008 January the 1st. ZBE2 of when this module was probably made on the files for it. And the PSGB is a programming. The SG stand for control unit, and BD stand for the ending of the file function. And then the file name is 10flash.prg. So there we go, updating the ZBE Central Body Electronics, and then hopefully come back with programming okay, and then everything can be synchronized. The VIN is synchronized with the ZB number, and everybody can talk to one another on the CAN bus system and so on. And then let's hope that. Alright, there's some activity. It does turn something off and turn something on, and I think that is it. Central gateway, central body electronics. So I think this thing should come up with programming okay. Oh, there it goes. Very good. Alright, we're gonna close this. Oh no, we're not gonna close it yet. We're gonna look at what the changes were, and then now I should say. Alright, this is what entry 1 dictates. The first, when it was last done in say February or September of 2009, and that was the last assembly identification number. That's what they call the ZB number, assembly identification number. And the second entry is what we have done here, which would be this here. Second entry would be here. Here it goes. I highlight it. Second entry. This is what we have done. We put the VIN number there. And we also put the ZB number that I read out with input of the user info block. Let me save this one and call it what I call it, because I have to make an archive of these things. Let me click on one of these arguments here, and let us change the line here. This one is called ZBE2. ZBE 2 program, and this will be an update program, update programming, update, come on, damn it, update module, update module with update. Yeah, it's a model taken from another car. This car is basically a crash vehicle, so hopefully, right click on that, let's close that, let's close Winkfpt right now, and we're gonna go fishing again with another module to go. So let us pick out another one in my list here. Another module will be the SZM. It does not have a VIN number in it. It has all Y's across it, and so on and so forth. The last time this model has been in a car from 2008 of March, May. So BZM, SZM. Let us go find comfort. Let us enter the ZIM. The number here for it would be, say, 9183233, 9183233, and just look at it. It's gonna put the right models for us, and that's it. It's called SZM60. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to basically go in update, and I'm going to look for SZM60. Yes sir, this is one I want here, SZM60 for E60. And we're gonna go enter VIN, and the VIN I have to the clipboard, Control V will copy that, put it there, and I will be like that, and it pulls up the file for the IPO that's gonna rewritten to it, and the PRG file. So basically we're gonna click done, and if we go right now to special and we look at the user info field, it's gonna show you that it has you see what we have here is the old assembly data number, which is a ZB number. So what we're gonna have after that is the VIN number is gonna be written in the place of entry 2, where it's not right here. So let us close this one. As you can see in entry, vehicle identification is not found in entry 1, so in entry 2 it's the same argument when written to it. After that it's gonna be put it right here. So let's close that one, and we press, well, we're gonna go with done, and then we're gonna program ZB update. That's it. There it goes. It's gonna give us the same number, and that's what we want. That's correct. So we go yes, and hopefully it can go through with the SZM properly. They can program 1 time. So let us do it. All right, I'm making a tutorial here, so hopefully we'll continue. All right, there it goes. Start it. Keep doing it. Alright, this laptop here acts as it gonna be like 2 hours on that battery life. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Danny boy, you're tormented. Okay, the SZM is being turned off and turned on, or it's finished doing it. So hopefully Winkfpt. Seems like I have all the data files. Way to go. Yes sir, it says okay, and that's good news, man. Alright, let us go in special, and let us go into the read UFI block now. Okay, there goes the old entry 1, which did not have the last 7 digits of the VIN recognized. At least it did not, because it says that it comes from a different car. The entry 2, we can see what the result of what we have done in the job here. We have the last 7 digits of this E60 BMW being done here, and we have the ZB number, or the ZUSB, or otherwise called Zusam member in Germany, which means the assembly identification number for the module. Okay, so that is done. So let us save this one here as such, because I almost closed it. I'm moving too fast. This one is called the SZM2 or whatever, SZM60. That's what it's called, SZM60. SZM60. That's the module, updated module with ZUSA member number. Yeah, that's it. Let's save it as. Alright, that is saved in my folder and close that. I want to close Winkfpt again, get rid of that one, and then we run it again. And then we're gonna do another module. This is a car communication computer. The VIN number is not being read out from it, and the car communication computer is not being showing any response. It's not being responding. Oh no, we ain't gonna do that one. We're gonna do. Wait a minute. We're gonna do. Yeah, the car communication computer responded. That one is okay. We're gonna do the next one. Would be the combi. Yeah, so the combi. It didn't code properly. That's what the combi. It didn't code properly in the step that I did. So let us go. Let us enter the ZUSA member number for it, and let us see what it allows us to come up with. Since it shows a different VIN number here in my system, this one comes from our E60 C135533. So we're gonna put in this ZUSA number to it, and it's gonna be like 9194887. 9194887. And let me see if it pull it up. Yeah, it referred to as Combi 6, and there has another one beside it called LDM60. Okay, let us Combi 6, that's what it's called, and that's it, the right part number. So I'm gonna click cancel here, and I'm going to, go click done. Oh, what 2-digit hexadecimal needed. Oh no, I'm not doing anything here. I just wanna let me get rid of it. Let me click start over again. I click on something that probably I shouldn't have. Probably I click OK, and so on. So let me go in X comfort mode. Let me go update ZUSA member number. Let us go find out module. What's the name of the module again? Combi 60 is. Oh no! Wait a minute. Oh, this is it, that one right there, and they click that, and we enter the VIN number. Alright, let us enter the VIN because I want to make sure that I'm doing something right here. I don't want to forget my work. Okay, it founded the modules and it ZB number, so I'm going to put it back to be the same number. I'm going to okay, that's it, one time. So hopefully it go through with no errors and so on and so forth. And it seems like if it found the right IPO file for it and the right PRG file for it, I mean those are the way called data files. As long as it's there in the folders, in the respective data folder, in the NFS folder, on the C drive, in the EC apps folder, then I think it should be going through pretty well, pretty easy, and that's it. So I'll hopefully go through. And this one I call a combi. So the combi's turned off. Very good. There's no lights on the combi. Whew, man, I tell you. SB date, the folder, hey, you can tell that the information is a large amount, but you can see that it's going through it and so on and so forth. The PRG file, let me go look up what the PRG file is here. Let me see if I can Jim Squeech and find it. It's a 10 flash. Oh, that's it. It's using the same file, the same argument in it. Okay, I see what BMW have done now. Alright, let's find the IPO file which it uses. I want to see how large that one is. Alright, so we go here, EC apps. Now we go NFS. Now we go SG that. To find the file that is using here is using 080100, and I think this would be for the combi 6. There it goes. This is the file it is using, and it's the size of it is 45.7 kilobytes, but somehow it's going through slow. Okay, so that's the file it's using. That's UPS just passed. So you wanna see your programming done, boss?
Me?
Yeah. You know, I see it. It's too boring. It's fun still when I understand the knowledge of it still, you know what I mean? Why I can't wait for go through it. I only for working out them boys only 4:13 and I hope that
4:13.
4:13 them guys are probably 5 o'clock or
Yeah.
yeah, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, 5:30.
How are you in Sudan?
Well, I have a couple more to do. I have a couple more of about I have GEWS to do and I have that's DWA to do and I have the DSC and I have also the RDC and I also have the VGSG, which is transmission transfer box, and I also have the fuel pump to write the VIN number to it, just basically an update, and that's it. And then I have basically the central gateway module, I have to update the VIN number in it and so on. And then after the last and final one, DME, so it's roughly probably how much?
8.
That's what you count? Alright, we check it for right, wait, we check it for right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 account, boy?
Yeah.
You're good in your ass. You really, you count it? I 8 me really count, that's how much I 8 me able to do, but what me can do it in a 30 minutes time and so on. Man, this one is going through slow, but I wanted to go through all the others that I did. It show program okay.
If you want to come in there so black and pretty
Where's she there? She in there the same way? Has she just a red beam there?
No, I don't know I carry.
Okay.
I carry over so pretty. Have natural curly hair.
Black girl?
Huh?
She inside, she there inside there?
Yeah, in the office. Just give the money key.
Well, this is my first major BMW job on a BMW E60. Just to test my wits. And then I'm, try to get this car started. But it seemed like the DME does not have a match VIN to the CAS. And then, yesterday, I tried to program the whole thing and remove some modules that does not respond from the measures plan in ISTA-P version 3.56, and it shows me that the DME it was like program, but it did not go through properly with the coding, and it has error and so on and so forth. And it also said that the DME could not communicate with the SZL, which is a steering clutch to switch, and it probably couldn't communicate as well from the DSC, which is to say it did not get brake pedal signal from it. The plausibility of the signal is poor. So therefore now, those things have to be equal. So the car can be in one unison, and everything can be updated to one integration level. And then providing that the DME, I do not overwrite it, like reflash it, and I can actually update it so far with its present ZB number, and hopefully I can choose a right ZB number for it and put the right VIN in it. Well, Winkfpt will tell me if I'm doing it right, and it will give me an error for it. So when I've finished, I'm gonna basically put up the video on YouTube to show a person that these things are not so difficult and so intimidating. All it took is just your time, dedicated research, and you should be able to break through with what the dealers and the assembly line for BMW is doing and so on. And then little before you know it, these things becoming like nothing to you. First it was like a mountain, but now the mountain is gone out of your way. It takes knowledge to remove the mountain. Knowledge and reading comprehension, and that is how you have to be, steadfast, diligent, in order for you to come up with a workable solution that pass the test, and so on and so forth. So it seemed like 100%. It should basically come on with a clunk in the car now, which is an indoor alarm, and then it will, do what it do to the combi and then turn it back on. And I hope it doesn't come up with an error. I just hope all the thing, went properly. Alright, there it goes. The combi meter turned back on, and there it goes. It finished properly, and that's it. The combi for the E60 has been updated properly, and there goes the result. ZUSA member number update programming. Okay, I'm very glad. Let me turn that off, and let us go in special, and let us look in UIF, and let us look at it right there. There goes the new ZB number and the VIN number. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Shit. I didn't change the VIN number. Shit. Oh, the VIN number did not change. Oh, I have to do this back over. I have to do it over. I didn't change the VIN number. This one is fucked. I have to do it over. Go in comfort mode. Enter this one. And this one would be... I wasn't paying attention that the VIN number needs to be changed. So... Fuck. 91948. Hey, 919 87 919 4887. Fuck. I don't know how many times. I think it tell me that one time it could program, man. Damn, I'm gonna be in fucking trouble now. So, okay, it's allowing me to do that again. So I'm gonna add the VIN number to it this time. Man, I'm praying that this thing goes through with the right VIN number and with the right ZB number, because what I did previously is make a mistake and update it with the current VIN. I did not, I didn't change it by, entering the ZB number, then it pulls up the module, then enter the VIN, and that will meaning that you're gonna write the VIN match to the ZB number, and that's what I did kind of overlook, and I never recognized that I was, going on the update part, which I should never do it. But man, I'm just hoping and praying everything is going fine. Alright, man, I just hope it goes through, man. I pray that this car is started, and there are some modules offline that these dudes have cut some wires off this car here. I don't know. Those decan wires are cut, I don't know. 18% and counting. I am not using the BMW iCom to do this. I'm using the wide K plus decan cable. Yes, I am using the white K plus decan cable that I purchased from China to do all these Winkfpt flash and so on. I do not need to flash the CAS because the CAS was programmed and coded with ISTA-P yesterday, so I'm kind of glad to pass that hurdle. The DME was programming, but it gives it programmed successful, but it did not code properly. It still gives a code data error because it cannot sync the VIN number with that of the CAS and other modules, and I think that is the reason why it couldn't communicate with the SZL, because the SZL has a different VIN number than the DME, and it throws the whole thing off balance. So, hopefully what we are doing here today, we can change the VIN number in it to match to the ZB number for the control module, and then hopefully we can go through forward from here, and then I just hope that the goddamn car start, and then I can get paid and move on. Ah boy. And I've got chunk this video up. Well, in the process of things, what I've learned and known is that whenever it's doing the combi for the E60, it turns off the combi module itself, which is the cluster, and then it do its thing, and when it's finished at 100%. When it finished concluding what it's concluding, it turns on but the combi, and then it shows that programming was okay, and so on and so forth. And man, what are days 2 days gonna be on tomorrow, and I can finish programming all the modules that is not responding, and all those modules that is say having different VIN numbers. So well done, mister. Well, I'm just somebody pulling the car. Well, and well, it's a technical work and it's a money work, so I like it. I just lucky to come across this gift. It's a gift of knowledge. Kind of like it still because it really make you look magnanimous in front of people who think on these cars as difficult, because it's very intimidating as a sound. BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and so on and so forth. But really intimidating, because it was intimidating to me. I thought I couldn't grasp how to do things, but one research I did led to another research, which led to the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, until it goes up to 100 research. 200 research, a lot of research. I can't remember everything, but I remember most of what I've learned, and I know the most important ones. The only drawback to me right now in my expertise is just memory lapse. That's all. And so on. Thank goodness today is Friday, and mom is not going to work today, and so on. The light module work. The light module responsible for the adaptive headlamp on the car, the AHL, and so on. Well, this thing is writing to the module, so I just hope it goes through nice and easy and nice and sweet. Nice and easy, nice and sweet. I like when it done it, and everybody, 99%. The in-car clunk alarm should turn on in a minute or any second. Hope that there's no error, and I hope it coded properly. Okay, turn on by the combi. I said programming okay. It programmed the VIN number to the ZUSA member number, and I'm really glad for this one. I'm really glad for this one. Okay. And let's go in special, and let's go in, say, read UFI. Okay. Oh, nothing changed. The same VIN number is there. Hey, nothing's changing now. The combi need to be changed. This combi need to be changed. It needs to be changed because the VIN number is in sync with this one. But let me store it just the same for report to by the guy that hired me to do this one, and the combi 6. does not allow me to do it. Doesn't change it. I would say update. I would say this one is flash program model. Fuck, this one doesn't change the VIN in the notepad. It look really weird here. Alright, I have to just live with that one. That's not my fault. So let's just click done. Let us click that one. Let us end it now, and let us going on, because you know, let me continue with more modules. I will have to, you know, split up this video into different parts and so on. So let me look at the other module that has to be coded here. The combi does not go through. With the VIN change, it doesn't have it. So the GWS now, I don't know, maybe this is the gateway module. Let me try it. The gateway module is 921-2217. Let me look it up here. Yeah, GWS60. So this is it. Let me click. Yeah, that's it. Redo FI block from this module. It shows the old zip. It shows the old VIN number here, CZ634, and it shows that it has assembly of 913-8780 to that VIN number. So I'm going to flash that one and change it. And I hope this one goes through. The combi needs to take out of this car and be replaced, and so on. Let me go back here. Done. Yeah, let me go back to program now. Can program one time, user info field. So GWS should be, let me see, it would be what, gateway model? GWS would be gateway model. And we have MOST, GW, gateway mostly, the number is okay for that one. Oh, this one is being done quick. The boot sector update activated. Well, going through with another update here. Another flashing. Changing the VIN number in this module to match the ZB number. And I just hope it goes through this time without an itch and so on and so forth. Talk lofty height. Am I doing something wrong here? Well, the clunk clunk sound should come back. Here it goes. And I just hope it really program this. Get the GWS. Yes sir, this one does not do properly. It says something wrong here. Signature check failed. Error, ECU condition not correct or request. Alright, I have to take a picture of this one. Central gateway module failed. Alright, so I'm gonna do a research on this one. I'm gonna do a research on this one to find out why it failed and give me errors here. So these are the things that we're talking about here. There's an error in flash programming.